as she gets involved with her partners, business partners, and friends. Even though Dave keep
Mhm.
his exes around, he will find him. He will find out, and he'll still be mad. I agree. I agree with that.
Mhm. True.
So you guys, so my theory is, I think the second part of the truth, something tells me it's gonna come from Anthony. Something's telling me that.
Hmm.
Something tells me that
Mm.
Dave might ask Anthony, how could you still be so cool with him
Cool.
knowing that's Amber X? And
Hmm.
then I can see him accidentally, what they call a Freudian slip or something. He
Hmm.
Mhm.
accidentally says, you know, hey, it was up until the day. I know it was up until the day of my wedding or whatever. And I think it's gonna be totally innocent. But I think Anthony gonna be the
Mhm.
one to tell part two.
And he'd be like, with that finger, you didn't know, did you?
You did, yeah, 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 yeah. That's what he gonna do. Oh, you
That
didn't
finger,
know.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like it. I
That
like it.
little finger.
I like it.
yeah, 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 yeah. And
It feels like a get back.
y'all, in the back of my head though,
Mhm.
why do I see them? This could be totally, call it a prophecy if it come true. But do y'all think that Amber might slip this weekend and Anthony come to that house and she cheat with Anthony?
Too
I'm gonna need
close.
That,
therapy if they. I'm gonna need therapy if they do that.
that would be a plot twist for the ages.
I think they will cross the line, but I think this weekend might be too soon because Riri, I thought that too. I'm like, wait a minute, Dave's not home, and Anthony was talking, and Wayne was talking
Mhm.
about we need to sneak over to her house, and I thought about, well, maybe he might sneak over there just to be nosy
I can
to
see,
see
look, this
what
is a
that
plot
house looks
twist.
like, and
I can see Anthony going over there saying, I just want to see my house or something to that nature.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, when is
While
when is
Dave ain't
Kai's
there, because
birthday party?
this
Uh,
weekend,
Is
I
it
don't
is it
know.
is it is Kai's birthday
I don't
party
think it's
this
this
weekend?
weekend. If they
Because it
probably
could.
next
I don't think it's
weekend.
this weekend.
No,
Okay.
there's too much stuff going on
Yeah,
this
they're gonna do
weekend.
it this
They have
weekend.
the party
Yeah.
with Evelyn's people are is this
Mhm.
weekend. That
Mm.
will be interesting. Because I love to see the interaction with
Hmm.
Dave and her family. Even though I want to know what business that he helped them with. Apparently, I think
Mhm.
it's really interesting. He said I could have been in prison or jail or whatever he said today to
Yes.
Amber, and I'm like, so what did you do that you almost went to jail?
And
And
then
it
think
seems
about
like
this.
somebody
Yeah.
betrayed him. That's what it sounds like too. But what what I caught when he says, "I'm not the one," okay,
Yeah,
I'm not the one. So
he
Hmm.
which
sure did.
means that look, don't play with me. I'm not this nice person that you think I am.
Dark
I can
David is
be
on the rise.
Dave from the west, D from the west side,
He's from the
okay?
west side. Dave
I'm
from
But
the west
serious
side.
because her family are gangsters. You know they're gangsters.
So
They
what's
into
up,
but
something.
but here's
Kim?
the thing. If you saw the skit yesterday, and I reviewed this particular skit, Evelyn, her dad, and her mother, they was all sitting, I guess, in the backyard.
Mhm.
And I think the dad was telling her, "You need to get back with Dave." And it was some things that the father was saying. The father
Yep.
was like, "Dave understood our business. He knew our business. He had the money. He could
Mm-hmm.
protect us." It's like the stuff he was saying was
Mm-hmm.
so
Riri
suggestive
talked about it.
that
Yeah,
made me
like he
feel
was
like, well,
something big.
what is it that he involved in some way? Did he, because they're more trusting of Dave than they are Steve. And it's like Dave knew about everything that was going on, and maybe he used his resources to keep things under. I don't know,
It's
but
I don't
What,
know.
what did you was what did you think about that, O'Neill? And then we're gonna get you,
It's
Susan.
with it. Well, it's very, very interesting with what you, because I was listening to you live. You know, I listen to you live and I come on and I, in the chat fingering. I mean, I'm doing all my thing in there. But I liked it. It's very interesting because, like I said, okay, so they're from California, which is here. I was saying inside of my chat, Crazy Ty used to run a gang in California. That was how he came on the skits.
Mm.
When Crazy Ty came to
yes,
whatever it is, when he came to for
Oh,
D, he was a gangster from California. That's what I was trying to tell you.
oh,
So he was a whole
Oh.
gangster from California. He used to run a whole posse in California. I don't know if it's the same posse or they're gonna somehow tie it in, but you know them tie stories in. So that's why I was kind of mentioning that to you, that hey, Crazy Ty
mhm.
was also like a leader of a whole clique in Cali. But I
yeah,
do as well. I love where you're going with it in terms of with the whole idea of it could possibly be this, because it seemed like some, I don't know, some kingpin or something to that effect. Like, why because the way how Dave was talking to the plus last night with your surveillance, because I was watching you with the surveillance last night. I'm like, all right, so okay, so Dave have some things we need to know, and I think we're gonna see that eventually.
Oh, Neil, you done
So,
struck a nerve. Remember that? Remember the assistant pastor that Tamara used to mess with?
Yes.
He was from California too in a game.
There
and
you go
then
again.
Maybe they had a Christian game.
A Christian game.
I mean, Fico, he was assistant pastor, and then Dave is Dave. I'm sorry, I had to laugh at myself.
And his parents are pastors, so I don't know.
Let's hope.
No,
let's hope.
No.
Let's hope Dave don't pimp Amber out, because boy, the Amber fans are not gonna like that if he pimp her out. Because they're not gonna like that.
Well, did anyone see today the at the dinner with Dave and not Dave? I'm sorry, Steve, Evelyn, and her mom and dad, and they were talking about, they were getting on Steve because he was He was a little bit upset when he found out that she's going to be working with Dave, and they were saying, this is a good thing for Evelyn. It helps our business, and I'm like, okay, so what business are they talking about? What? Dave is part of the business, and so Dave does the marketing, but what, you guys get money for something? What is this, money laundering? What is going on?
I love what you said, Suzette, because that's why I said it mirrors. I was talking about that same skit. It mirrors Amber. That's how basically, like Deontay is saying, they wanted Amber to basically, Shayla was the one that was motivating Amber to get with whoever else it is and do her thing. So that's the idea. You know what I mean? That's why I said it's very, very similar. I said, is Evelyn another version of Amber, basically? And so he likes these versions of women, so that's the idea. That's why I'm like, okay, this should be interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting as they go along.
So another nugget. He's starting back to call her Shay.
Yeah,
she said, "Call me Evelyn," and today he said, "Shay." She said, "You're not supposed to." You told me not. I told you not to call me that, and he said, and then he's still saying that. So he started trying to get personal, even though he says he's not.
True.
Give me a break here.
Okay, question to the panel. She said, "What do y'all think Michelle's husband would do with the information he have on Ben, Darren, and the rest of them? And and Anthony." Did he call Ben and threatening him? He did call Ben and threaten him.
Try to blackmail him.
Yeah, it's blackmail. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
make some money.
That's what I think.
Yeah, but whatever they're doing, that's why he said, "I'll get my money, and then you get a loan, and we can open business for you." When he told Michelle that, so it's not to get that. He just wants to blackmail them so he can get money to help his wife open that business.
Yeah. Suzette, were you the one who said somebody said that they think Steve is an undercover cop?
I did, because the way he was acting, kind of, the things he said, kind of like he knows what kind of business they're in, because they said about business. He's like, yeah, right. And then it's just something about him that makes it seems to me like he may be working undercover, and he's fallen in love with one of his, people that he's watching. I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, I heard. I ain't watched all the episodes, but they say Zeus is back. One of y'all got to feel.
Oh yeah, Zeus is back. He's Lazarus. That's his name.
Let him stay over there.
Tamara stay with Shayla, or we gonna find out that red-haired Zeus no Shayla.
Let him stay over there. Just let him stay over there.
All I know, Kai looks like Zeus. That's all I can say. But anyway.
He looked like a cross between Zeus and who the other one? Curtis?
Najee. Like, that Najee looked just like him. They need to bring Najee back. If they bring
That's
Najee
very interesting.
Because that seems like Shayla type. Najee was the one who was at Brock House. I can see Shayla tipping and tapping with him, and that boy looked just like Kai.
They can always wing it and make it seem like she messed with somebody one night. But there was never no skits about it, and it was just to be implied that somebody.
Yeah, they can do that.
They can always do that.
They can do that. You can always do that.
It was somebody
they'll have a flashback.
Yep,
it'll be a flashback.
EP93 said, with Wayne going to California with Dave, he'll see his criminal side, because Wayne know about the streets, and he'll see how Dave wash his money.
I think that's what we thought. Well, I thought that he recognized Dave, like, okay, I know you're a player from the Himalayas, but I think what it is with him is that he recognizes that Dave is of the streets.
Yep.
Okay, and he sees that in him. So it will be interesting what he sees, and finds out when he gets there. It's gonna be interesting.
Wayne is curious. Wayne is very curious
Yes.
because Wayne is saying, okay, because especially when Dave starts saying, boy, that Anthony did a number, and Dave say a number. I mean, Wayne says a number. But you don't know everything. You seem like you know more than what I know. Wayne is like, wait, what kind of number? You're not sure, man. Come on. Then Wayne asked him, would you give 50%? Like, oh well, maybe I would give
No.
50. Right.
He's only giving Emily 20. He's giving her 20%. So, and she brought the deal to him, and he's giving her 20%.
And it was what he said this morning too. He told Amber again. He said the business always first.
Business comes
Thank
first.
you.
And
Because guess what? He's lost money. Right. He's lost money because Melissa's gone.
Aside from Mike, every man she's been with has been saying the same thing: business before emotions. When she was with Wayne, that was Wayne's philosophy. Anthony, that was his philosophy, right? And people clowned. You know what's amazing? People clowned Anthony because he was still friends with Wayne, and he was saying the same thing Dave was saying. But people congratulate Dave for saying,
come on.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
You know what's that's so
Thank
crazy.
you. It's weird.
It's weird. Yeah, because
It's weird.
a lot of things that Dave is saying, Anthony has said.
What's
So
that?
it's like, people, don't you see this is the exact
This
same
has
Same
thing?
thing with the women and everything. Think about Wayne. Wayne have each one of PR is his assistant.
Right.
She's an assistant.
Right.
So it's just like with Dave. They have
dealing with the contracts of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the podcast. Half of them. And I'm just waiting for Delisha to have next.
She too stuck on Iman.
Yeah, she's stuck on that $15,000 a month.
Okay, y'all, let's pivot a little bit.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh Lord. What do y'all think about Yuli? Do you watch
I love her.
Nutcase.
What you
I don't
think
watch
of
a
Yuli?
lot of her. I don't watch a lot of her.
lot
But
of
she's a
it.
nutcase. She's a nutcase.
I wasn't watching it, but when she walked in Tasha's house today and Tasha did the throat, I was like, whoa. She has that shock factor to me. Like, you don't never know what Yuli finna do. You live.
So I gotta make a song. I gotta make a song for her.
Yes,
gotta
you
be
do.
strong
Yes, you
for
do.
her.
Oh Lord.
Oh, boy.
She brings comedy. I like her because
It's funny.
she and Genesis, they just crack me up. I know they're crazy as heck, but especially Yuli, she is.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I cried that night when Libby had the dog, and she said, "We're gonna go together." And the dog is like in the scene acting. That was like that had me cracking up. I was like, "She got the dog," and the dog like, "I ain't got nothing to do with her." Like,
Well, let me ask y'all this. Ever since Rolanda has left and gone to do her own thing, do you all prefer Rolanda in the skits or Rolanda outside and Natasha just by herself doing her thing?
no, we need Rolanda.
No, I miss that. I miss that buddy relationship. I miss that, Thelma and Louise, and it's not the same with her being. It's not the same.
That thing would have popped more if Rolanda was there.
Yeah,
I really would have wished they figured out that coin situation because they was going somewhere with it.
They left
they
it.
were. They left.
That's like what
I think so.
they dropped that one like a
storyline.
hot. What skits
need to roll back.
outside of the Amber skit? I'm gonna start with you, O'Neal. What skits outside the Amber skits do you think can grab the audience attention that we wouldn't expect it?
Well, okay. The Lisa and Darren skit has legs depending on how they word it, okay?
Yes.
Because for the first time they made people care about Darren. Remember, no one cared for this dude, but for the first time they cared about him.
Yes.
Because he did something great for the black woman today, and I like the
wonderful.
message. I like the message behind the skit because it is like there is something going on in society where like there's like this. There's some talking points because only listen to like different YouTube platforms, and I may like go into conversations, and so there's this talking point that when a black woman marries a white man, she's liable to last longer in a marriage or some foolishness like that. So it's this I don't know race thing that's going on. That's why I think they're dipping into that topic, right? Because I always check why they dip in the topics, and I realize they're coming from different like pieces on YouTube. So there is something to that effect that I think that Darren can have legs with, basically. because of what they're trying to do with him. If they do it right, you know what I mean? I think they have something in him. Let's see. I also like, and I'm gonna give you one more like as well too. I think Lauren and Dan have something depending on how Wayne plays it. Them just need to write it properly.
Agree.
That's all.
Yes.
But it's a great skit. Like I said, on the weekend, they really find a way to like put it together. And I was like, wow, this is something cool for us to watch. And of course, you see some people couldn't get past the triggers. And I'm like, guys, you probably need some counseling. You know what I mean? Get some counseling, because you got to be able to see the rose outside of the thorns. I mean, come on now. A rose bush have, like I said today, a rose bush have thorns on it and it have rose on it. Decide. Either you're going to look at the rose or you're going to look at the thorn. You know what I mean? So find a way to be able to see all sorts of things rather than just seeing, hey, him run after her to grab her, but it's deep, and it's just, that's all we're focusing on. It's not the cleverness of the scenes. It's not the, oh wow, Lauren is doing these things and maybe Lauren need to learn, and Dan is doing this and maybe Dan need to learn, and Delisa is encouraging things and maybe she shouldn't be, and then Wayne is basically asking the woman to sleep with him even though him know whatever is going on and he shouldn't be doing. It's not the different variations of it. We're only seeing like one thing. People get tunnel vision and you know what I mean. So I think the skit has ear to run, even though it activates a lot of people. I hope people see the different viewpoints in the skit versus just one tunnel thing where them just get locked in and much like when them look at Amber. Let's just put it that way. We're just one thing. All they see is just Amber doing good all the time. It's nothing else. Like, bro, come on now. You got to see other things. But I like those particular patterns. I am watching in little more with I'm kind of binge watching the Evelyn because I want to see where I'm going with the Dave skit, right? And I know Evelyn is a superstar, like you told me, and so I had to research her. Yes, so I had to research her. Riri, I did see her on YouTube in some other things as well too, with some other big creators. So I know that they're kind of just developing her right now. She's going to get popular here with us, but she's just not yet. Them kind of just giving us the little warm up right now. So I think we're going to get there. I think we're going to get there.
Yep. I had skipped that one, and then I was like, oh my God, we got to start watching this.
Yeah, I think
we may get there.
I think that's going to be a good one with the Evelyn and her family.
We may get there.
Very interesting. People are still, with Amber, people, saying nasty things about Evelyn and not really taking time. All they're thinking to focus on, oh, Dave's not going with Evelyn and she's ugly and you think blah, blah. I mean, nasty stuff. God. And it's like, people get a grip. There's a lot in there though with her family. There's some good stuff, material that they can have with her family.
I'm just waiting for the Amber people to start talking about Dave and start.
Well, they did today, and then they retracted. They did earlier.
They started. Oh, okay, I'm late.
They already started.
They started.
I've been saying all day. I've been watching my comments. I've been over Facebook. They already turned on Dave. The minute she opened up her mouth and said, "And Wayne is my ex," they turned immediately. It's like, oh, well, now all of us. Now, mind you, I had been saying, well, y'all see that he got all his exes and got a realtor as an ex.
Right.
Trying to figure out the lawyer.
They didn't care.
Right. And the Amber fans didn't want to touch that. They didn't want to touch
They didn't care.
They was like, oh, that's his past. That's his past.
Yeah.
And when Amber said, I had Wayne as an ex, well, he got exes that he got.
Right, that's what they were saying.
And I was like, oh, and now y'all want to focus on it because get out of here.
Yeah, and being put on there that they not even recognizing she didn't tell the whole truth. Oh, Amber was truthful, and I applaud Amber, and she did this, she did that, and I wrote in there and said, but she didn't tell the whole truth. Yeah. I said, you know what? By his initial reaction, just what he's gonna do when he learns everything. Yeah, and they were mad because he reacted like that. What did they think he was just gonna say? Oh, that's okay, Amber. The man is a man.
Yep.
Okay, and she waited too long. She should have been upfront with this if she was gonna tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. She should have told way before this.
Yeah. Deontay, what are the skits outside of the Amber skits that you like?
Okay.
Or that you think that the audience, we may have slept on, or a skit that we didn't think was gonna be as good as it is.
Okay, so I will say this. All day long I've been talking about Evelyn's family. Now I haven't covered every skit, but I've been like kind of cherry picking. Like, okay, I'll watch some of my own, and then if I see a title that looks interesting, I'll cover it, right? And that has a lot of potential. And I've been seeing a lot of people are turned off, maybe because they like the Mexican Latino thing. I don't know. I
Yeah.
told people, I said I felt like I was watching Selena from the 90s.
Right.
I felt like Selena. It's Selena's bus. Yeah. That's how I felt. I felt like I was
Yeah.
watching AB, Abraham, Marcella, Suzette, Selena. I felt like I was watching all of them and having a good
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
That skit with Scar, her brother, and
Yeah.
the baby mama drawing on Evelyn's car. Oh my God. That thing was hilarious. And she
It
was
was
spelling
funny.
stuff wrong and just I was like, oh,
That
this
was
something else
funny.
right here. That was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Evelyn get ready to fight her. It was funny. And so that has a lot of potential. And I think people are sleeping on it. It's like the underdog story. It has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see the chemistry that Wayne is going to have when he gets to LA with them.
Yeah.
True.
I can't wait for that.
Let me add something to your thing there. Because I love this comment, Riri. Somebody says, I love they added the brown culture, open it up. Yes. You want them to
Yes.
open the entire screen up, friends. Like you
Yes.
can't just stay one single solitary culture.
Mhm.
You want the diversity to show how we mix and mingle with each different things.
Mhm.
I look here, people don't like watching the Ben thing. Them no Ben Carney sometime, whatever it is, Carney. But I like the idea that we have different facets of people in this one skit, and there's a whole entire black story where there's a bunch of black people laid on
Yeah.
screen. You know, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. You know, but go ahead, Dion. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he opened up a whole new like. I mean, that's they fans, you know. And I'm not saying
Correct.
that they support each other like a mug. He might
Correct.
because you got to think about it. Evelyn got 1.9 million
9. Yes.
on
Yes.
YouTube.
He's opening it up.
Wayne
I wouldn't
ain't hit
subscribe to her
700.
her
Yes.
channel. I wanted
He
to see
ain't
what
got
she's about.
700,000 yet. So if them
Yeah.
people come over here,
Yeah.
baby,
Correct.
That's what they're reading. That's what he wants.
a
Right.
bitty bum
Correct.
bum. Let's see,
More, and
Look,
by the
I
way,
was watching
it's
some of
more
the
work.
skits.
Oh,
I was
sorry.
watching some of
Sorry.
the skits and I was like, come on, left floor, come on, left floor, left floor,
Bitty bitty
come
bum
on,
bum.
finish
Hey.
that dude. I was up there saying it. I was in the house, was like, I'm watching Selena Elo Dino.
That's what you hear.
I'm telling
Papi, me no black. Papi, me no black. Me no black. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I
Papi,
said,
me no
oh,
know.
mom,
Me
you gotta
no
bring me
know.
to the
Yes.
song.
y'all know John learning Spanish. I'm be over here. I might open up Espanol. Look, make the number. Look, our numbers will go up. Look,
Deontay confused by the head.
It will.
we go international.
It will. That's what I'm saying. He's
Tell me.
opening it up to other cultures. But
Yeah.
sometimes
Yes.
people don't understand. Okay, for example, they don't know even the value of us on the skits.
Yep.
The value of the content, us that does what we do,
Yeah.
is really to keep the Wayne skits in the news cycle. But they didn't get it. They don't realize that that's what the algorithm works. So when he does this and he brings in Latinx, right, and he will bring in the white people, whomever those people would, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, let me watch this. Let me take a look at this. You don't know how many different thousands you're bringing in, and with that, the actors and actresses become more of stars.
Yep.
So sometimes the people in the comments be like, y'all just don't get it. Like this, so people make money. Just be quiet and allow us to leak in. You know what I mean? Just be quiet. Hush up. Let's just leak into the other cultures because that's where a lot of the money is too. If you look in America, I think the black population is like 40 something million, right? That's what it is. But if you look at the Latinx population, you're talking about maybe like a whole 70, 80 million. Then if you look at the white population, you're talking about 200 and something. You want to leak into different facets. That is how you make more monies. Just as simple as that. That's how you cross over into other audiences. So leave the thing them and allow the people to be on there. But some people just don't, grasp. But that's what's happening. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna start out with. Okay, go ahead, Deontay.
That Evelyn storyline. It was refreshing to see Lauren and Dan do the couple of days they did.
Yes.
And we didn't see Aber and Anthony. It was refreshing.
Yes.
It was.
My chat was peaceful for them couple of days.
Oh,
I ain't had no hate mail. I ain't had no hate emails, no nothing. And I've been saying like it's like a thriller though. It's like a thriller.
Yes, comedy thriller.
And I love that. And I love I don't want Wayne to do with that storyline what he did with Iman and Delicia. Like they dropped the ball on that one big time.
Yeah, they did.
Because it's like, okay, if Shayla finds out, honestly, if I'm gonna keep it 100, will I really care at this point? Because it's like
It's been so long. It is. It's
It's
like who
dead.
cares?
Okay, John got something to say. Something. If any of the Evelyn fans is watching, tell them John in Spanish.
Buenos dos días. I forgot what I
John, you gotta say the right stuff. You can't be on this.
Buenas noches.
What is buenas?
Buenas noches. Good night.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with he don't know right now. John, learn the stuff now. We gotta get Evelyn audience over here.
John, es muy importante que tú hablo español ahora en el español es muy bueno, es muy grande.
Okay, O'Neal.
Your boy is a traveler. Hey, leave me out
Okay,
of this.
okay.
If I gotta get it in Spanish.
What you call it? Wayne. You said Wayne Van Diaz. Wayne Van Diaz. Wayne Van Diaz, y'all, welcome to Uttery Wee Wee channel. You're welcome to Uttery Wee Wee channel. Come on inside. Wayne Van Diaz, come on. Kountry Wayne, I don't even know, they don't even sound fair. Y'all know what I mean. I love y'all. Y'all welcome. Bonus, y'all know what I mean. Bonus noche.
I'm gonna just throw up gang signs.
Yeah, right.
Okay, y'all. We're gonna start with Suzette and come on down. Y'all let me know when y'all get tired. You put on the black glass when you get tired. What do y'all think is in the letter? What do you think is in the letter? We're gonna start with
you know what? Oh, you want to start with me?
Yeah.
You said me? Okay. I don't know. You know what? At first I thought I was looking at Melissa when she left. The way she looked like she had a little pouch there. And I'm thinking, well, maybe she's pregnant because, she kept asking. She asked her sister, is Dave happy with Amber? She wanted to know if she was happy and stuff. He was happy. And I'm thinking, And then she's going all the way out of the country for this job. And I just thought, okay, she has this thick envelope. What's in this envelope? Either I was thinking if she's pregnant, maybe she has like a picture of the baby or something, not the actual baby, but what do they call that? Sonogram, maybe that's it. But then I actually thought, well, you know what? That's too predictable. But then we are talking about Skitland. I thought, well, maybe it's her to tell him, okay, dude, I was your assistant, or really I was the brains behind your business for 10 years, and all the stuff that you think you have. I just wanted her I think maybe because it was thick. Maybe she listed all the stuff that he was into.
Or maybe it's copy of contracts.
Right. Or to remind him, okay, yeah, this is what was going on and I know about it. That's what I was thinking. I don't think some people are thinking it's a goodbye thing and good luck, but it's just it's something bigger than that. It's just that's just too easy. That's just too easy.
O'Neal and then Deontay.
Well, interesting. I'm listening to Suzette now. And could be. Someone says she confessing her love. Somebody said that in my chat. Someone else says, okay, here's what I think it is. Why do I feel it's probably gonna be one of those weird things where the Wayne and Amber thing is not going to come out, but maybe Melissa have the truth with all of that and it just comes out into the letter at some point in time further down the road. I think they're going to probably hold on to that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but them weird with these kind of things where sometimes you think they're going to give it to you, they don't. But again, of recent times, they've been trying to release some other things, like for example, the Lauren and what's your name and Dan skit where them put that out a lot for us. But I could see it having that in there. Either that or is like, so she's pregnant and she probably send a DNA test or something. I'm not certain. The letter is just weird.
It is weird. So
I've been wrestling back and forth what could be in the letter in my mind. Like, okay, what is it?
Yeah.
Is it her confessing her love? Is it information about Amber? Because I feel like if it was anything about Amber, she would try to tell him herself rather than putting it in a letter. So I'm just like I've been running down different scenarios, trying to take into account her personality, how she moves. Like, she's not a gangster. She's more of a crazy little, like, obsessive person. So, And I was still like, who's writing letters anymore? It's 2026. I don't.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So what would you put in a letter that you couldn't say in a text message, a DM?
Right. Exactly. Send them an email.
You know, so it's just like, or are they gaslighting us to make us think that it's something and it's really nothing? You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking about the whole Noel and Dalen situation with the letter.
No.
You know, like I'm like,
oh, I'm thinking about what Suzette said now too. Is it a sonogram?
yeah, now.
But if it's thick, it's more than that sonogram. I think it could be a sonogram. I think it's some type of contract.
And that would be something that she would do. But I just thought something that she said to Ben when Ben brought her that gift of the wine or whatever, and she was going to knock him upside the head with it. And she said, you do know that I'm Italian, right? And that resonated with me. Like, okay, so she's reminding him, okay, I'm Italian. And what you know, not stereotyping people, but what are a lot of Italians are known for? The mafia. So it kind of like goes with it. It's interesting, Riri, when you had
That's why I did that
short Gazella, David Gazella, you know,
because the way the daddy in the skit in with Evelyn's family, the way he said he was a protector and he knows the business, and it's like if he knew the business, his right hand knew the business. But they really, you know how the writers do, and O'Neal and Deontay and I said this before on their platform, they will act like we forgot something from before. Because a real gangster would have never gave up his rider. No matter what woman came in and said it. He wouldn't have fired her. A true mafia dude wouldn't have done that. He would have went to the blood. He would have got rid of Amber before his right hand. But maybe Melissa, like, you so open, you done forgot who I am. So
maybe anthrax in the letter. I mean, like anthrax in the letter.
If it is, we know who's gonna go first. Ben and Danielle gonna be the first to be gone.
I'm over it with y'all tonight. Anthrax in the letter. I don't know.
Oh God.
Yeah, you know what? You was gonna say something.
So what if we go with what Suzette said? It's a sonogram, right? Then for me, that's interesting if it's a sonogram, because now I want to know. Well, it answers a better question for me. It wasn't that long ago since you slept with her before Amber.
They had sex that
she slept together that morning, the day he fired her, Dante. That woman was too happy that morning when Amber came to that house and she's feeding him strawberries.
They believe mayonnaise was on his elbow then? You think mayonnaise was on his elbow at that point?
Exactly.
Duke's mayonnaise at that.
Whipped cream was on the elbow. Cool Whips on the elbow.
Right, but okay. So, and I only say that because on my platform, I've always said we don't know exactly when the last time they slept together or how long ago it was. If this was within the first 10 years, the first 5. If this was recently, we just know they did something. Like we haven't seen no skits where they've actually crossed the line. We just know that something did happen. And so it just opens the door to answer another question. Then you regularly, she like your working concubine. Then just
hold on. Y'all remember when I was telling people, the people them did it together, and people say, "No, O'Neal, she's crazy. Nothing happened." I said look she was at crazy. The woman.
No, I knew something.
People said nothing. I said, don't see how the woman is looking for whatever. I said, that ain't no crazy. That means he's touched her. Y'all know how this thing looks. Come on now. They said, no, O'Neal, nothing happened. She was dreaming. I used to sing the song. It's got to be dreaming.
I thought she was dreaming.
But here's the thing.
But now that we know she wasn't dreaming, remember I told you she's had on the same dress she had on the day he took Amber out of town, but I thought it was a dream. But really, he might have had sex with her that day too, when he picked up when she had on them little boots. He was
knocking it.
So that means when he took Amber to South Carolina, North Carolina, one of the Carolinas, he had sex with her that day too. Because that's
I hope he used the dude white.
The what?
I hope he used the dude wipe. Went to Walmart, got a dude wipe after that. Just nasty. Just
The dude,
the,
like,
the eucalyptus kind too. The minty
The eucalyptus kind, eh?
nah,
Lord,
man.
that's nasty. Just
Oh,
It is terrible.
knock it out. Just oh,
Knock it.
I love it when you said, knock it. Oh, Lord. Oh, y'all ain't for the web. Okay. What do y'all think about Dominique versus Nina? Yeah, I thought I would never like Nina. I felt about Nina like I felt about Momo.
yeah.
But I like this rivalry. When she checked her yesterday, oh my God. What y'all think?
I didn't see that one, but I know it's some stuff happening there with them too.
Yeah, that one was a good one,
Watch
y'all.
it.
They giving us too
I'm
much
watching it
stuff
right
at a
now.
time. They giving us too much.
They're
stuff at a
trying.
time.
They
need
They're
to slow
trying,
down.
but you know, it's the
church
mic
girl
thing.
stuff.
The what
Oh, the
scene?
church girl.
I'm trying to figure out this church girl. Like, what's her angle? What is?
The
I'm
church
She
girl
not- she
apparently
not-
is. Go ahead.
Deontay, she's not as pure as she says she is. Okay, unfortunately. She playing that role.
The church girl has been had. Is that
She
what you're
playing
saying?
that
She's
role,
been
and they
had.
gotta, yeah. Unfortunately,
Y'all think
I see it. I say, why the church girl? Come on, people. But
Y'all think she played for the other team? I mean,
no. She playing. I think she's playing all innocent, and she's abstaining and all that, and she has to
Mike
talk to
could be a
daddy,
bird
and
for
which
her,
is
though.
fine. And she has counsel with her father. I have nothing wrong with.
Mike could be a beard for her though, because you know that happens.
But a what?
They call it a beard, like when somebody is, you know, it's somebody in the community, in the LGBTQ, they'll get with a straight person. They call them a beard.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I think she
I
likes
don't think
men.
she just as innocent as she says she is. That's all.
I think she got an extreme other side.
Maybe.
Probably. What they're playing her as is they're playing two sides to Mike. They're playing her as the girl that is supposed to be nice, and Nina as the girl that's supposed to be naughty. And then they show how she's easily used, because now Dominique's trying to use her right now. All right, because Dominique try to use her against Nina right now, and then Nina try to use her against Dominique. So the church girl kind of in the middle of the two of them. That's what I'm seeing as going on. It's just that watching Mike is so hard because I'm so dumb. And so it's hard to watch him, as a man. Is like it's too much, you know what I mean? You can't, give us something, it's just
and I guess I say that, I say that because looking at her, she says one thing, but look how she dresses. I mean, she's not, if she was saying she's, she's abstaining, she's, she's, all of that. It's just that, but you're dressing seductively. Well, look at you, how you dressing.
Yeah, do you think Greg's gonna get with Nina?
Hmm?
You think Greg gonna get with Nina?
Possibly.
I don't think
Nina is feeling out all of them. By the way, today Greg did turn up there with Nina, and again, that's what got Dominique now to start to try to get the church girl on her side, because Dominique said, "Wait, how you so close to Greg? That's my mother, such and such and such." So that's what's going on right now. Nina is running around, and it's tough, but I like it. I guess it is what it is. Scam Dominique and them, just scam them, and then I'll be fine. If you
and I think that's
Dominique,
what really set off Mama too, Dominique Mama, because she brought Nina in thinking she could use her like that.
And that's another crazy one.
God, the old witch.
She wacko.
Baby, when she come back, Greg gonna be gone.
I have a quick question. What do you think Wayne is trying to say, having all these crazy women in the skits?
No,
I mean, think about it.
Has them.
They're just crazy. There's several of them that are
a lot of them
certifiable.
It's his way of exaggerating for the ladies to do things. It's his way of trying to excuse some of the things that they do makes them crazy versus making them too serious. You know what I mean? So when Wayne wants to show something comedic, he'll make the ladies very, very crazy.
Okay.
Amber had done at one point in time when she was crazy. Amber, I don't know if you remember that. When she drive and her eyes get bright and she stand up and Wayne say, "What's going on, girl?" It's his way of of doing those peoples with whatever else it is. all easy to do. That's what
I'm
I've been
so
trying to
glad
tell
you
people.
brought
Like,
that up, O'Neal,
you know,
because people forget that Amber was crazy.
they forget a lot of
They
things.
call
People
Shayla
forget enough
crazy, but
things.
Amber was crazy.
I've been watching this a long time. People forget what things really. Trust me. That's why
Listen,
some arguments I don't have because I'm like, y'all don't really watch this stuff. I ain't been here. You know, what I mean? Like I'm
you just
here
got here
from them.
yesterday.
Yeah, from when them just have Ras come on the show and Onila complain say the Jamaican accent fake. And me call it out and everybody a cuss Onila and then Onila cuss everybody back because me say the accent fake and it's a whole debacle. That's how long Onila been here.
I tell people, if you can't tell me who Bathsheba was in the Buddy skits, don't talk to me.
Yeah, just let it go.
Don't talk to me.
Okay,
If you
y'all
can't
know
tell me-
Deontay told me he had a one good hour, so I'm gonna let each one of y'all go. I'm gonna start with what Deontay said you was on from. Let you go first, then O'Neal, then Suzette. Deontay, what is your prediction for this weekend in LA?
Oh,
Ooh.
You can
I
pay.
was wondering if, especially because of what happened today with Dave in Amber, I was wondering if he was gonna go to LA and be a savage out of anger, just upset because he feels like he was lied to and he did all this stuff and invested so much. If he was just gonna go out there and just hit it one good time with Evelyn and just not say nothing, that I'm wondering. I'm wondering also, are they going to confirm my suspicions if Dave has any involvement in their family business? If he was washing money, dirty money, like if there's another side to Dave, because I've always felt that Dave is suspect. We don't know what, but he is. I'm wondering where Wayne plays into this too as well. Is he going to just play in the vegan restaurant, or is he coming to the party on Saturday too? Like,
he'll probably be at the party. I think he's gonna be at the party.
And how is he going to gel chemistry wise with them? Is he going to pick up that Evelyn is Dave's ex? Because there's this other theory that Wayne and Evelyn are going to kick it off because they both vegan. So I think that's the obvious thing. And I don't know if they're going to go with that, but it's some things to look forward to that got me having a lot of question marks.
Yeah.
I just make it juicy. Whatever y'all do, just make it juicy.
I think they will.
Yeah, I do. Go O'Neal.
Very, very interesting. I like where you went with that just now. I saw. Okay, so I was the one that was kind of putting the vegan thing with Wayne together. But yes, you are correct. If the skits are too obvious, they tend to not go that route. Okay, just like you didn't expect them to tell Amber to tell Wayne what's his name, Dave, today. He did. Okay, they're gonna do those kind of flip flop kind of things. So here's what I think. I am starting to believe that possibly Dave is going to give Wayne a hard time. He may actually give Wayne a hard time. He may actually cheat with Evelyn. Wayne finds out and knows Amber does her little whatever thing she does with Wayne, where Wayne is this, Wayne is that, Wayne is this, Wayne is that. And Wayne now is the one in between that knows stuff about Amber, and then he knows stuff about Dave. That's what I think it is. I mean, I'm not sure if that's all I've got, but I think that's what it is. Because generally, them write a certain way, as you know, only them try and kind of get, okay, where the writing go. I'm going to try to explain the writing as I went along, you know what I mean? But that's what I think it's going to go. But I could be wrong, and I'm here in for a surprise.
Suzette?
Well, I do think, I agree. I think that Dave is going to give Wayne a hard time because he's going to be looking at him and he's going to be, trying to figure some things out. But what I found interesting, the skit today with Evelyn, between Evelyn and Dave talking, but Dave was talking to her, say, I'll be there tomorrow. So I guess even though they played it today, you could tell it was something that happened yesterday, which means that he didn't know about Amber when he was talking to Evelyn today. Because it seemed like it was like a day before, the way he was saying, I'll be there tomorrow. But he left today, he left today. So I think, and when what was key to me is when he kept calling her Shay. and he was, and she said, don't call me Shay. I mean, we agreed. You said, not. I asked you not to call me Shay, and he kept saying Shay, and then But that's why I think if he's in a vulnerable situation, I mean, he's upset, understandably, about Amber, and then Wayne is there. And I think it's quite possible. I mean, it's predictable, but you never know. Sometimes they do the predictable things. I think it is quite possible at some point he and Evelyn may connect and have a moment or have a crossing the line while he's there. I wouldn't put it past it, because her parents, especially her dad, is really endorsing this. And I think it is because of the business that he's endorsing this. But you notice one thing with her mother, she apologized to Steve today and said, I'm sorry I said that and all of that, and her husband was looking at her. But then when they went out to dinner, she was like upset with Steve. And I was wondering, did she just tell Steve, give him that story? I'm sorry that the way we talked, to you yesterday and blah, 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 just to just make him think that they still are not, they want him with their daughter, which they really don't. They really don't. They really want Dave to come back. And I think it's mainly because of that business.
I'm going to get what I think in a minute, but this one right here. She said, when Dave come back from out of town, will he return to his old house or the new house? That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I think it's going to be very telling if he do return to the good estates versus the lake house.
My overall question is this.
That's good,
this weekend, is this the weekend where Amber fans will begin to hate Dave after this weekend?
I think so.
Because up until this
point, he's gonna be everything but a child of God.
Indulge me for a second. Up until this point, Dave is Amber's savior. Dave is healing Amber.
The second coming.
Yeah. He talks about God. He ain't been to church a lick of Sunday.
In the beginning,
you know what
there
I'm
was
saying?
Dave.
There was Dave.
He speaks Amber's love language, which is Psalms 23.
Amber needed a hero.
I don't know if you macho man or what. Listen, but no, is this going to be the weekend where we're going to see a lot of people just dog Dave?
Get ready.
And it's going to be so
get ready
because they swear up and down he was.
Lord, I need.
No,
just
they have changed. They have changed.
He buy her a house.
They're changing. They're changing. They're changing.
Look at how he attends to her.
They are changing. Today they call him the mumbler. The mumbler.
Oh yeah, he's the mumbler now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know,
they better protect that property. He ought to come back and the giraffe head cut off and everything. Giraffe head floating in the water.
They already on Facebook. I'm telling you, they have one side where they're all over him, and then the other they're like taking his crown off. They have him with the crown, and then they're taking his crown off.
They took his crown.
Oh my!
I'm not changing unless Nancy B go against him. Then I know it's real. I know it doesn't.
It's over. If Nancy B goes against him, it's over. If Nancy goes against him,
Dave. She loves her.
No matter what.
I noticed it today when I saw a lot of Amber fans.
They were out.
Calling Dave a hypocrite today. I was like, where did this come from? I was looking at the club.
They did.
They was going in. And I had somebody in my comment, Derek Massey. Yeah, I called his name. Derek Massey in my comment talking some Deontay, you reading this stuff been next to. I said, sir, you do understand that Kountry Wayne posts his videos on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I got a whole channel, and I'm reading comments everywhere. They are frying this man. Mm-hmm. They're frying him.
They're frying him.
Oh my gosh!
I think that's why they had that feeler last week with her talking about she's in love with Dave and she will marry him and she will have his seed. They just did that to. I'm like, please, come on now.
Look, get your Crisco ready.
I feel bad.
Get some of that puppet show.
I feel bad for Dave the ventriloquist. I feel bad for him Dave talked like he's a ventriloquist, like, yeah, you know, I love Amber. Amber, she's just so beautiful to me, and I love
Yeah,
Amber.
you know, I mean,
Yeah, baby,
she's just.
we gonna do this
I mean,
business.
she's just like, you know. Hey, Dave, what's up?
Uh,
Yeah, you know, she's
Well, you
just, you
notice
know,
what happened today
she's
when
just.
she said, I love you before he left. And he didn't say anything. He just walked to the car. Because he's ticked off. He's still ticked off with her. That's why I said we don't know
You know
what's
why he
happening.
mad? You know why he mad? Because he put her name on that deed after he found this out.
and he
Before
don't
found
even
this
know
out.
that he ain't gonna be able to get
That's
Well,
exactly why.
he's the devil.
You remember?
for doing that.
You remember when I was calling him a simp and I said, "Don't you dare, O'Neill, a man like you would never understand." I said, "Oh heck no!"
And doing
When
it for
Dave
a
says,
married
Oh wait,
woman.
Nancy B the
"There's
scratcher.
Nancy."
There's it.
Dave, what's up,
Nancy,
Dave?
are you
Dave, how you
still-
doing, Dave?
Nancy,
Yeah, you
Why
know what's
y'all
going
call my
on.
name?
Nancy, are you still with Dave? That's all we want to know.
She is. That's her man.
If you turn on Dave,
Grease.
we know it's over with. Are you still with Dave? That's all the panel want to know.
She is.
I'm gonna ask
Nancy B
her
the
right now,
scratcher.
Nancy.
We ain't get no
Dave's
answer.
still in the
Hold on.
clear.
She taking the fifth.
Wait,
Nancy.
wait.
'Cause I love
B
it
She's
when
taking the
Nancy, you know.
fifth.
Nancy B the
what?
scratcher. Does Dave still have his U.S. security clearance for Amber?
Nancy.
Team Dave. She said
Team
Team
Dave.
Dave.
She's
Okay,
still-
woo, wait.
Nancy
believe
got
in
hard.
Dave.
Go ahead, Nancy. Yes.
Give it 72 hours. We might hear Nancy B singing a different tune in 72 hours. He might be the spawn of Satan in 72 hours once he gets to LA.
Hey y'all, hey Nancy, you stand your ground. This is Auntie Tata. Uh-oh. They done found out I was a fake. Hold on. This is Auntie Tata. And Nancy B, you is right. We gonna stick with Dave. He is our man, and we gonna stick with him.
Okay.
Amen.
But you know what? It's everything that his mom said is coming true.
Mhm.
Yep.
You
She was
know what I
speaking
find
the word.
interesting.
She's speaking the word. It's coming true. His mama said it.
You know what I find interesting about what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
You see Amber fans, when his mama called him a thief and a robber and told her she's still married, I didn't hear nothing. Like, I would mention it, Amber fans wouldn't touch that.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even touch it. I say, if this man's own mama told you to your face he's a thief and a robber,
Right.
you should be concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Deontay and chat,
And
I had to come down on people yesterday because I said, how in Lord's name are you going to be sitting down tagging Denisha about idolater and Lisa walking up and down the entire stretch of the entire thing as though she owns and y'all know Lisa is a whole adulterer.
Yep.
She's a whole.
It's
So
biased.
y'all you guys just look for stuff.
It's
Y'all
biased.
just look. Dave and Amber is married. This is what I've come to. Dave and Amber is married, and Anthony's in an adulterous relationship. Amber's already
Right.
married,
That's
but she's still
what
trying to
it-
get 50%. So that's what's going
Yeah.
on. She's already
Yeah.
divorced and she's already getting married to
Yeah.
Dave,
Mhm.
right? But Anthony is still in an adulterous relationship. So the adultery is only on one side. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how that has occurred, but it has occurred. I don't know
It
how
has
this has happened.
occurred.
Yeah,
Because-
but that's because Dave manifested that Amber was his wife, and she manifested he was her
Yes.
husband, and they
Don't know what
manifested he manifested the house where he was stupid
Denisha and
enough
Anthony ain't
to
manifested.
pay for and put her name on the deed. It's manifestation, and Anthony
only-
is just he's calling
Exactly.
Denisha his fiance. He's just a delusional as well.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly, Suzette. He manifested, and Anthony and Denisha ain't manifested nothing. They in adultery. They in pure adultery. And if they learn how to manifest, then they can be forgiven too.
But what
You know,
RTT?
he would not-
What
he
about
would
his mom? What his mom said? What
His
do you
mom-
think about what his mom said?
Well, we don't know what his mama said because
Yeah,
that was a blooper. That was a blooper scene. We ain't seen his mama since. We ain't seen his mama.
Well,
since.
you didn't hear the part where his mama talk about what Anthony is doing. She didn't want that on her son, and we're seeing it happening.
Yes,
in skit time.
because the mama see Anthony is wrong. The mama see that Anthony is the one with all the
But-
Wrong.
But don't you see that what's happening with what Anthony went through, that Dave is going through, that is similar? You don't see that on TTT?
That's because
Right,
Anthony,
right.
That again, just what I said, y'all ain't listening to me. And the mama said that Anthony would go rub off on Dave.
Well,
Don't y'all
Auntie
see what's
Tai
going on?
Tai, I have some land, some swamp land in New
Y'all act
Jersey to
like y'all
sell
don't
you.
see that.
Okay.
Y'all act like y'all don't see that.
Unicorn meat.
Y'all want Anthony to be all in love over there in the mansion with Denisha and all that. Y'all want that to be happy ever after, and y'all just hate Dave. And now this girl Shea Butter want to come in. Don't nobody even wear no Shea Butter no more. It's cocoa butter. And so now she over here and her family, the S.A. the Vatos, they trying to take over and make you think that Dave is wrong. Dave ain't did nothing to try to pray for them people.
I wouldn't want. Listen, Auntie Tai Tai. I wouldn't want Dave to pray for me because it'll just go and bounce, go up to the ceiling and bounce.
That's all right, y'all.
Happen.
See what y'all don't know though. Y'all go see in L.A. He also has a lady. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that part. He do got a friend. Oh Lord, yeah, he do got a friend that's an evangelist. Oh Lord, I don't know about him and the evangelist. Okay. Good night, y'all. I'm bring up the replay.
Look here, Anthony's gonna want his sheep back. I'm telling y'all this right now. So
he
just
is.
like Dan want him sheep back, I saw certain people gonna want them sheep back.
I ain't gave y'all my theory for this weekend. I still think it, y'all. I think that Anthony go to that new housewife. I think she's gonna have an affair with Anthony this weekend.
I mean, is it really an affair if they're still married though?
I mean, but according to Tata now,
according to Amber fans, yes, Deontay. Stop it, Deontay.
Yeah.
How dare you ask if it's an affair? The woman has been divorced already, even though she's asking for 50%, but she's divorced. We don't know how this works, but it works. She's divorced, and she's asking for 50%. Anthony's one that is still married. So yes, it will be an affair.
Listen,
okay.
If that happens, we won't hear nothing from Amber fans until Christmas 2030. You hear me? We won't hear.
It's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen this weekend.
They're coming up. No, they're coming up.
No, if they put Anthony and Amber back together, all of us we stop watching. We ain't watching it no more. We not gonna watch it. We go boycott Wayne. We go report his page. We gonna do whatever we got to do.
Well, you're gonna march, Tai Tai?
Huh?
You're gonna march?
Yes, we go march to the Capitol. We march to it down.
I have a question, Tai Tai, Auntie Tai Tai.
Yes.
Didn't you and your people do that like 3 years ago about Amber marrying Anthony? You all said that, and then you said you weren't gonna watch it. And it's really interesting that this man, Kountry Wayne, has like a way more views than he had 3 years ago. What happened? It's still the same people watching and more.
What happens in Facebook stays at Facebook. It ain't got nothing to do with YouTube this year. It ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Ain't got nothing to do with that. And you over there laughing and sticking and stuff, Deontay and O'Neal, y'all the biggest Amber haters. Y'all hate Amber. Y'all think it's a joke, but it ain't gonna be funny when her and Dave ride off into the sunset.
So they gonna ride off, all right.
Guess what?
What kind of horse they gonna ride on?
A big dog and not a puppy.
Oh, but did you know, Auntie Tai Tai? Evelyn has a horse. She has a grandfather's horse that she rides into town. You think she and Dave?
A real horse.
Yes, a real horse. You think, and he's a beautiful horse. You think that she'll let Dave ride that horse this weekend?
She go ride off into the sunset.
With Dave?
No, by herself.
Okay.
Y'all gonna start bringing up Evelyn. She ain't got nothing on Amber. You see that outfit Amber had on today? Amber always clean. She ain't got nothing on clean.
And guess what? Amber's staying home while Dave is out there in LA with Evelyn.
Exactly.
He gonna be thinking about Amber the whole time.
But you know what, Deontay?
He left a day early.
Deontay will go to Skitland and go to Amber's house along with Mama Brenda, lay hands on her, and pray that spirit of lying out of her. She got a hold. She got a hold.
Y'all all stuck on this lying thing. You ain't lying if you tell a piece of the truth. Y'all always talking about her lying and stuff. Yeah, we know she lying. She might have a little self-esteem issues and stuff. But we ain't gonna talk about all that.
You know what I tell you, right?
But she still, she trying to tell the truth. Y'all get on Anthony about him trying. She trying to tell the truth.
She's trying.
She trying, and that's all God asks us to do is try.
Try to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tai, can we
Y'all
expect an
act like y'all don't even
insurrection?
know all the books of the Bible. Y'all sitting up here being funny. The 67th book of the Bible is called Dave. And y'all
Is
don't
the
even
book
know.
of Dave?
Yes, that's the 67th book. Y'all don't know about that.
Dave 15 verses 21.
Yes.
What's Dave 15 verses 21?
Y'all ain't had a King Dave in the Bible. Y'all don't know. You see, y'all don't know y'all words. King Dave in the Bible. He fought I think Goliath or something like that. He fought Goliath, King Dave, and that's who Dave was named after.
King
Damn.
David?
Yeah, King Dave is called Dave, not David. King Dave in the Bible, he fought that tall dude. I think his name was what was his name? Andre the Giant. He fought Andre the Giant. Yeah,
The
Dave in the Bible.
Undertaker.
Yeah. No, Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant. He passed away. But yeah, Andre the Giant.
Well, Auntie Tai, someone in the comments said that Amber's going to LA this weekend. You think she's going to LA?
She might go to LA because it might need to be some straightening. So she might go to LA.
Well, I think if she goes to LA, it's gonna make it worse for she and Dave. So I think she needs to lay low for a few days because the man is still upset with her. So she needs to lay low for a few days.
Now you remember what Whitney said? She better lay low. She better lay low. Don't mess with Amber because Amber a gangster from Detroit too.
Auntie Tai, is O'Neill TV and the interviews in trouble with YouTube based on Amber?
Yes, y'all gonna be in big trouble if it come out the way y'all say it gonna come out. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of trouble. Y'all just I think y'all writers. I really think so. But it's
You think
all
we're writing
good.
a story?
It's all good. Yeah, y'all think y'all got some good stories.
She said, oh, wait a minute. I'm stuck on she said Andre the Giant.
Yes, it's in the book of Dave. The book of Dave.
What verse? Dave what?
Yeah.
Dave. If y'all don't know y'all word, I ain't here to teach you. If y'all don't know the word by now, then pray for y'all soul.
So
Beyonce
King
the
David
pastor,
was
y'all
a
know
big
about
black
the book of
dog.
Dave. Huh?
King David was a big black dog. Is that what it is? Was he a big dog?
Y'all better recognize. Y'all better lay low. Y'all better lay low.
I'm not doing this with you tonight. I am not doing this with Auntie Tai tonight. I swear.
I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be the biggest comeback ever. He love her. He love her. And that lawyer don't know
Love
what
her.
she talking about. Talking about he gonna lose money. It's gonna be a way. I'm telling y'all, this gonna work out for them. It's all gonna work
He's
out.
already Auntie Tai, he's already losing money. That's why he has to try to get this business and stuff.
He ain't losing no money.
It's business, Amber, business. So he needs this money. He doesn't have the brains. The brains is gone.
Ooh.
She was the brains behind his business, and she's gone.
Can Amber
He
be the
doesn't know what
brains?
to do himself.
Oh my God.
Amber do got the brains.
No. Melissa was the brains.
Okay, I'm finna go, y'all. This already past my bedtime. I'm finna go ahead and lay it down for the night. I'm gonna let Auntie Riri come back. But anyway, King Dave in the Bible, y'all look it up tonight. Y'all make sure y'all look it up before y'all go to sleep so y'all get y'all spirit right. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Thank you, Auntie Tai.
Y'all excuse that girl. That girl, something wrong with her.
She had too much coffee today. She had too much coffee.
Don't bring her back on here. You don't bring her back on here.
They
No
all
more.
lose. I'm telling you, they all breaking down. They don't know what to think no more. They talk about
Wayne is
they came on
it
today.
can go either way. So
they came on today. You know they came on today, and you know they attacked me, right? And I had to tell them that it wasn't their time right now. I said, listen, just come off of the chat. I cannot. I don't have the strength to argue with y'all today if y'all not gonna do it. So you know they're gonna come on. You know they're gonna come on. So you know it works with the Amber fans. You know it worked. The level 3s.
Who do y'all think
They-
might come
Oh man.
as a surprise factor in Dave? Like, do y'all think we still ain't seen the crazy woman from Arizona?
Nope.
we haven't
We
seen
haven't.
that yet.
I
They
don't
can
Mm-mm.
know.
play. They can
But
play
you
on
can
that.
see Steve. But I think Steve is going to be very integral. That's why I feel like
I think he's
that's why I have
Bobo.
a
Like
belief.
I think
That's
he's
why I have a belief that Dave is. That's why I feel like basically the Dave and Evelyn will cross the line because see Steve feels like Anthony to Amber
Mm,
and Dave feels like the Wayne to Amber. That's what it feels like to me.
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was getting at earlier when I was looking at it. Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. When I watch Steve today, them want him to be with Dave. Dave are the star. Dave are the whatever else it is. That's so Wayne is a star. Wayne are the whatever else it may be, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the skit where they were eating and they was telling the father was telling pretty much putting it out there that Dave is working with Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve was like, so when were you going to tell me? And she was kind of like how Amber was like,
Right.
I didn't think I needed to tell you.
Yes, yes.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
That's
Right.
what I saw.
Mm.
That's what I saw as well. That's what I saw.
So for those
Steve,
who ain't been watching the skits that long, that's what life was like with Amber and Anthony back then.
Mhm.
Like
yeah.
Exactly what's going on now.
Yeah.
real cringy.
Yeah, I just feel
I
like
try.
this Anthony that we see emerging, this kind of like standing 10 toes down. That's the
Mhm.
man that Amber always wanted. And I
Yes.
think if she ever see that glimpse of him, and then you
Mhm.
got Dave over here forgiving her for everything. Because to me, so this is my analysis about today. It seemed like to me she wanted Dave to say it was over, so she could be free. I
Yes.
think because she
You
kept
picked
saying,
that. Yeah.
said, "Is it over? Just tell me if it's over. I don't want you going out of
Mm-hmm.
time. Just tell me it's over." And it's almost like for that one instant, she wanted him to say yes, so she wouldn't be under all that pressure anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking
I
something
like that.
is something else to this. That's why I said I think she's in a vulnerable position where she may cheat
True.
with Anthony, and it would be a hell of a twist if she cheat with Anthony and get pregnant by Anthony.
I see the cheating, and I'll tell you why I say that. I see the cheating, Riri, but I don't see it yet. But how I see the cheating is like this: Dave is slowly becoming Anthony, and Anthony is
Yes.
slowly becoming Dave.
That's good.
So, for example, Dave started as the, "Hey, I stand on business. These are my markers." Then Amber break him down. Then she breaks him down.
Mm-hmm.
Then she breaks him down. Then she breaks him down, and he breaks these rules. And if you know Amber very well, which level threes don't know her this well, the more she breaks you down is the more she doesn't like you because you start to do what she wants you to do. And she
Exactly.
wants you to tell her no. That's
Perfect.
why
Yep.
she loves Wayne
Yep.
so much because Wayne
Mhm.
is the guy that puts her in her place.
I
That's
love
why she
that.
loves Wayne so much. You know? That's it.
Mm.
But I don't see that. So that's what look at Anthony now. Anthony now is starting to become the guy that says no because, and like I said to people, you never know the value someone brings to you. Denisha brings him that value to tell him,
Mm-hmm.
bruh, I get that you're trying to be nice and all, but you need some backbone. And so he's starting to put up a little more fence and a little more fence and a little, because I
Mm-hmm.
thought the fence was over 2 or 3 weeks ago, you know. But I see a little bit more, him putting up a little more fence and then a little more fence. Then him start talking to Sheila more harder. And then when he goes over the house, he's not even wasting any time. Come on, Sheila, I need to go. Let's go.
Right. Right.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Give me Kai. Come on. Hey,
He
please
did
come on.
that
That's
countdown.
what I'm
This is
saying.
a countdown for me.
Yeah. And today he was pretty. He was kind of stood his ground today as well a little
Yeah.
bit. But when you were talking about Amber and if you say no, she wants you to say no. Remember when he made her get up when he went to the bank? And he was
Correct.
acting like what we thought the big
Oh,
dog, and she was turned on. She was like,
She's turned on by
she was
that.
like, oh wow,
Dave
So
is being
that's what she
broken
liked.
down.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
Dave
a
is
good
being broken
analysis.
down. And I showed it to them, but people now see it. I said, listen, he's breaking his rules.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she like him. She like him because he
He
doesn't
was
break the
he
rules.
was he was broken a long time ago. I picked that up when how broke
Hmm?
he was when he overslept and he allowed her to convince him to stay out
Yep.
late and miss that meeting. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That and then like, oh dang, I fired Melissa because of you. Like that, those two
Mhm.
things right there. This was a while ago. At this point,
Right.
Yes.
he been
Right. That was a while ago.
Yeah, he been broke his rules, and
It's
now we're
still happening.
seeing, and then him buying a house for her, and she's still married, and it's
Mhm.
like
That's
I feel
weird.
like
Come on.
I feel like before Amber, he probably wouldn't have done nothing like that. But
No,
Amber
the
has
other woman, I've never seen him doing that. That's what the
Mhm.
realtor says.
the
She's like,
realtor. The
bro,
realtor was
I've never
like,
seen
Right.
this.
He's like, yeah.
That was
Mhm.
powerful, Neil. He's becoming Anthony.
Well,
He
but
is.
see, her fans who are real, into her will say, "Oh, he loves her. That's why. Oh my God, he's doing everything for
Same
her.
thing
That's
Anthony did.
wonderful."
Same
You
thing
know?
Anthony did.
They
Remember,
forget. They
Anthony. Only
forget
thing,
that.
Anthony already had the house. He didn't buy her a
Yep.
second house, but he did
Correct.
eventually get her a second house. He got the
Mhm.
Let's
ring.
Riri.
He got the wedding. It's the same thing.
Let's talk about it. Amber went on a lot of shopping sprees. I was watching a bunch of skits the other day when she was going on shopping sprees up on top of shopping sprees up on top of shopping sprees.
Yeah. hmm
This woman got a lot of money from Anthony, but they make it look like she doesn't get that. When she went to that furniture
$75,000
thing,
worth of furniture
thank you,
for the house.
thank you, thank you. She's been getting these. She's been put on the joint account, and someone is trying to get the net worth, and I'm like, bro, you do realize he put her on an account with about $2 million, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
That
lot
she
of
can
money.
spend out of. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean she's not the money? He's been giving her money. Y'all make it look like they make it look like she poor and destitute and her foot she
And Anthony
barefoot
never
and
done nothing.
And where is she buying all her stuff? She's buying now her with the
boutique stuff.
advertised closet stuff. I mean, she's going into their joint account, whatever
Tell
she
him, tell him,
needs.
tell him,
yes.
Riri, where she getting it from? Where she getting it from? Shine or Sheen?
She,
Well,
yeah,
she
Ain't that's what you said she getting it from?
no,
And
no
put
lie,
her name
y'all.
on the
If y'all do screenshots, some of that boutiques. I'm not saying all of her stuff, so I ain't hating on her nothing like that. But I'm gonna just say what I won't even say is Amber. A lot of those boutique clothes, a lot of clothes they wear on there. Maybe not Delicia and them, because some of their stuff is like high end designer if you Google it. But some of the pictures, like Ernestine, what's that girl name? Shayla clothes that she been wearing lately, real cute. You can Google that stuff. It's Fashion Nova or Shein. And a lot of stores, I used to work for a store, they just basically put their label on it, and then that makes it theirs. But it's really
that
the
makes sense.
same manufacturers. It's still the same warehouses.
That makes sense. You know what, Riri? You came on last night and I think you showed some surveillance, right? Of that's why I love watching late night lives. Because me like when you go back in time for a lot of people, you showed the scene with Anthony and Amber when she was saying, hey, you do that with the man, whatever it is in there. The funny thing is, I spoke about it today in my live and I said, funny enough, Riri showed this. Then today, Dave says, is this over? No, it's over with me. Wait, no, I'm not talking about that. The secrecy. And I'm like, that line
She
right
was
there is
like,
important.
no.
Sure did. And I didn't even know that. Yep, that's the same line. And
It's
both
the same
men,
line.
same man. Same man, same script, different cast.
Yeah.
That's why Dave says, it may not be better out here. The grass is not always green on the
That's
other
And
what
that's
side.
why
Dave
I said,
also
he
said
told her
even if
that.
it was 2 years from now, people will be hating. And if we didn't even have to wait 2 years, we just had to wait one weekend.
it's going
Basically,
fast.
and y'all treating Dave just like you treated Anthony. Anthony was a good guy.
Simple.
You hated Amber, so y'all
That's what I told
or
him.
y'all go hate Amber if she sleep with go back and sleep with Anthony.
Yeah.
I just feel it's coming, y'all. She go cheat.
Well, they'll make up an excuse for her though.
They're
They'll say no. They'll say Anthony raped her or something. Not raped her, but he forced himself on her or something.
Force himself on her.
Yeah,
How
he
dare,
took advantage of her. She
it
was
slipped in.
vulnerable.
Yeah, it slipped in. It just slipped. She was just walking, doing nothing at all. And whoops, and slipped in. I said, "Oh, you know what, Anthony? You never mind. It just slipped already in. So let's just."
So someone just said in the comments, I think Anthony is hooked on Denisha. What you're seeing, you're seeing a man who is lonely. Okay, he doesn't want to be alone. He is not in love with Denisha.
And
she is not in love with him. She sees him as her bag and also security for she and her son. He does not love her. Wayne just basically told him, dude, she's pretty. She knows how to cook, but that's all. How is she any kind of value or an asset? You get the word asset. And men like Ben told him that a few months ago. You want someone like Amber who will bring something to the table for you. Are a businessman, okay? Not saying just because Denisha is who she is, but she does not. It seems like she does not belong in Anthony's world, and he doesn't belong in her world. So really, it's a thing of he's lonely. He told Ben yesterday and Danielle he was depressed, and she came into his life. Just like when Danielle told him Ben this morning, oh, I think I want you to talk. Why don't you talk to me like Anthony spoke to Denisha? He called her his flower. Blah 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 blah. What did Ben do? If anyone saw that skit, Ben started laughing. And he said, oh, I know Anthony Dawson III is really the second. I know him. He basically was saying, yeah, this is
says a bunch of things.
This is like they're in a honeymoon thing. Once he really gets to know her, she really gets to know him, that's gonna change. Because Ben has known him for years. He knows how Anthony is. And he knows the kind of woman that Amber was, even though he says he doesn't like Amber and stuff, but he did. He is the one that told Anthony that Amber brought value to him, especially as a his stature as a businessman. So he's going to get bored with Denisha. She really doesn't have anything to bring to the table.
Well, I'll say this.
I'm not saying she's dumb or anything like that.
No.
They're not compatible.
Yeah,
I'll push back on it a little bit. I'll say this, and I like your comment on it, Susan, because I get to hear your viewpoint on it. I said this to my audience. I believe that Denisha's value is very intangible, but her value, because Anthony needs a Denisha right now with him.
Right,
okay?
I agree.
He needs a Denisha to know. I think maybe she could be like for like a season. In other words, and maybe Denisha is more like for a season more than anything else. I think Amber has a lot to learn, because I feel like Amber is too pompous right now, and I don't believe she mixes well with Anthony right now, because she's way too pompous. Like she's way too. I can do this, and then she can't. You know what I mean? You need help to do a bunch of different things. Like you need to calm down and come out of like the weeds, especially with Ernestine pushing and pumping and telling, oh, you're better than this, and you're not. You're not. You need those deals. You need to get in those deals, and you need to get further up. In case if you watch Candice talking to Ernestine, she was like, you really are an airhead, you know. So when Amber leave this, how she gonna get paid? When Amber leave the podcast, how she get paid? Oh, no, okay. So when she leaves here, how you getting the podcast? Oh, it because she's an airhead. So I think that she still has more ways to go. And I feel like when it comes to Denisha brings that level of intangibleness. And I was saying to the audience, she brings that level of intangibleness that Anthony needs right now, because Shayla has been running a rock in the entire. Shayla has taken over. She's the parasite that has taken over for the host, okay? And so now they got to clean that parasite out. And I think that's where Denisha comes in to assist that. What I think Anthony is doing with Denisha as well, because it's a weird little symbiotic relationship I think is happening between both of them. What Anthony bring to her is a business side and a business acumen that she's never seen before, like you're saying, where they don't belong. But Denisha is able to see that and appreciate it. And I liked when she even said to Anthony one of the days when Anthony asked her something about what to do, and she said, listen, I don't know nothing about that. You're the businessman, though. I want you do what you think based on the business. That's valuable, because it's almost like she gets a chance to observe it, because she's humble enough to realize I don't know business. I'm not going to pretend like I know it. I'm not going to try and give whatever else it is. So it's a weird, maybe it's a season. Maybe that's what you're probably pinpointing to. Maybe it's a season, but I think right now they do need each other.
Well, no, right. I'm not saying that she is not valuable. What I'm saying, and I had to get stuck off of that, and I'm still working. To me, the reason why I don't like the character is because of the situation that she moved into the marital home. She knows this man is married, and then she has her son there. If her son wasn't involved, then I'd probably, it's like that's her business. She still shouldn't be doing. But now you bring a child into the mix who's becoming very close to this other man who is not his dad. And there's that relationship. So what's going to happen when it's time for her to, which it will be, time for her to leave that mansion? The one that's going to be most hurt is her son. And I'm saying she's being selfish by doing that. But also, more importantly, and I'm not alone, there is no chemistry between these two actors. There is none.
They're like a homeboy and homegirl.
None. They act like brother. And you talking about brother and sister, there's nothing there. Even when they have love scenes, which are rare, fortunately, you see, there's nothing there.
Even when
It's
she
like-
came
But that's what they said. But that's what they
It's
said they would be. You know, you remember that scene up on the balcony?
Yep,
That's what she
what I
said
was
should
thinking
be
about
to
when
him.
they gave each other
She
down.
said she said should kind of be his homeboy. What I will also say as well is this, right? It may be that, and that's why I say seasons are weird. It may be that he's there, and I'm not trying to argue for her, but I'm trying to look at all the sides. You know,
Yeah,
O'Neal is like a dimensional guy. It may be that Kai actually needs that little
Structure.
oomph of a father figure for
And he
even
could
2
have
or
had it
3
in his
years.
condo and not
Where-
in the mansion.
True, but I'm just giving you him being around. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like the host
right.
thing is what it is. I feel like she's moved into that house deliberately to try to assist Anthony, because I think she saw that they were basically trying to go into override him.
Yep.
Because Amber and Shayla was trying to overrun him. Amber kept coming here and doing her little thing, and I think that she basically is like you saying, them not really have much chemistry, but I feel like she's there like a homegirl saying, you know what, I'm gonna do this for you.
Yep. That's
You
how
do
I
something for
feel.
me, and I'm gonna do it for you. That's why I say I feel like it's a very symbiotic relationship where she say, you know what, I'll ward these people out. Being that you don't need that right now, and you're trying to get yourself together, because it has stable him. Whether you like it, some way, somehow, Anthony has become a bit more stable than just being this loose
he
cannon.
has. He
Even
has.
with
I
the
agree.
Kentucky scene, the way I look at it a
Mhm.
little bit deeper, like with the
Mhm.
Kentucky scene when she said, "I love you" in the kitchen.
Mhm.
That "I love you" wasn't like "I'm in love with you." It was like, "I
Mhm.
love you. I want to see you win." And I think that's the kind of what I get from it, because what he's done for the son, because what the different things
Mhm.
that he's done and stepped in and be a man when her son had no real male figure in his life. I think for that reason alone, I feel like she may be doing this as a thank you. Like, I'm gonna help
Yes.
you build up, get your ankles up, and
Correct.
so you can be a better man. I think even if they break up, long as there's no disrespect, I
They'll
think
be cool.
that
They'll be fine.
she's not
Well,
gonna.
they may
I
be
think so.
friends. Yeah.
I don't think she's
I
gonna be
think
mad
so.
about it. I think they will be lifelong friends.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
think
as far as
she
Denisha
mhm.
being a businesswoman, to me, Denisha more business than all of them. To me,
Mhm.
she might not have the money or the resources that Amber had, because again, Amber started the whole Bar 44 thing. For y'all who don't remember, because it's on Facebook, it's not on YouTube. She got money from Anthony to start Bar 44. At first, she wanted him to give 130. Then he said, "No, you got to meet me halfway to nothing if you want to be half partner 50-50." And so then that's when
Thank you
she
very much.
got more money. But Dave, he came in like a businessman, but he quickly switched. Anthony stood on
Thank you.
business with Amber. He didn't just see a pretty smile and said, "Okay, I'll give you 200,000." And that's the Anthony she fell in love with.
Correct.
And so, and like I said, going back to what O'Neal said, when these tables turn, I really think Anthony is if she showed this side, she is going to cheat with the Anthony she fell in love with. I'm saying cheat, but it's gonna be a misunderstanding.
You know what I
a good
mean?
understanding.
Yeah, it's a weird
It's gonna
dynamic.
happen.
Very, very nice
I
dynamic.
feel
It's my
like
anniversary. Hey, it's my anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
12 o'clock exactly. Deontay staying there with me. Deontay, we finna close out because it's 12 o'clock.
One more thing. In terms of what Denisha gives to Anthony,
Yes.
I think she helps him out socially and street smart wise, right? Because I've always called him socially dumb. He's business savvy, but socially he is
dumb.
remedial.
It's very awkward.
Misunderstanding.
Correct.
Yeah, it's like he don't pick up social cues. He just whatever. And she's been helping him with the whole baby mama thing with Shayla. Like, you better not give her $20,000 for no party. Like, no, you bet. And the thing that I struggle with is people were like, especially Amber fans, well, why he telling her about this? That's who he's in a relationship with right now.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody that's in a relationship, you gonna pillow talk, you gonna run stuff past them, and
Yeah.
they're gonna respond accordingly. So it makes sense. The same way, you know what I'm saying? Amber and Dave doing the same. It's amazing just the double standardness that people have about this whole thing. But she helps him out socially, though. She definitely puts him on game about Shayla, and we've been seeing it. We've been seeing the byproduct of that, the fruit of it. The seeds have been planted, and now he shows up differently now. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing for me was he was at the house, Shayla's house. She asked for the credit card. He was like, "I'm not giving you my credit card."
Oh, now that was totally crazy.
When she was living in that fishbowl, remember he gave her the credit
He
card?
gave her the credit
Correct.
card.
That's what I'm saying. He's changing. Just little things, the little things, I can see them. They're there.
Yep.
The bigger Deontay, you pinpoint something, and I keep telling people this. When Anthony asked her, what should I do? Should I just give Amber the money? He says, listen to me. And I love this from Denisha. People don't understand how I value it. She says, listen to me. Don't do no emotional decisions. Now, because I'm here and you think, I'm going to whatever it is, I'm going to go off or whatever. Don't even do that. I want you to do what you think is business. I'll do what I do. Don't do your thing for me. Do it for you. That is pure.
Yes.
Because it's what that mean to me is it means you are taking yourself out of it. And that's a value you can't quantify with money. Those are things where a man going to respect you for because him see you as no longer being just there for some money. You really are telling him to be him so that him can do things his way.
It's grounded.
Well, do you
like
think
the Denisha character so much, but people give her such a hard time, maybe because them claims that she hold on this, which I don't know where it come from, but it's like, I just don't get it. They get the thing, and then I get like, it's almost like there's a hate because she not talk like Sheila, or she not talk like Amber, and she not come from these parts, and I'm like, no. People give her it. No, people give her it. People give her it because them feel like she's, I guess, less than, and so them give her like she ghetto, so it's what, and I'm like, no, but she still operate very sane, but hey.
Yeah, my whole thing is it's not that she's less than. I mean, no. My thing is I just, with this whole thing of her living with this married man and having her child in there, because people were shocked when she decided to go back. And I remember that day on that Saturday, everybody was like, oh my God, how could she do that? And she's gonna be looked at differently. And she was, and I still look at that. It's like, okay, because I look at, just like what Dave's talking about, he's always talking about God and everything like that, but look at his actions.
Yeah,
true.
Look at his actions.
That's the same, and that's why I always say, and I'll, as we wrap up and stuff, they are not going to be together. Anthony and Denisha will not be together. Amber and Dave will not be together. It's something that I've seen on O'Neill's show. I think Deontay may have said it once. 1 week they'll show us the downside of Dave. The next week they'll show us the downside of Denisha. Next week they'll show us the downside of Anthony, Amber. They trying to teach the audience that these two are really in the same, and really, if you judge one, you got to judge the other.
Right.
The only difference with Anthony, that was his house first, technically. And we got to ask ourselves, and I had to get hung up off the house thing because I was just like, you know what? Hell, she living with another man. She moved out. I blame her for leaving the house. Ain't no way another woman. I don't care if I didn't love Anthony. I don't care if we just got into a misunderstanding, a fist fight. I don't care. I wouldn't have moved out my house and let no other help in. If I had to live, we all would have been living in there together.
That's what's beating
me up. It would
up.
have been a misunderstanding.
That was dumb.
That's what's beating me up.
She left her house. When she left the house, to me, it's no it's not the marital home because it was his house first. When she left it was no longer marital there no more.
Yeah. And you got to think about it this way. At around that time, right before Denisha moved in, Amber had gotten real arrogant with it.
But
she was already
thank you.
That's what I'm saying. With Dave, and Anthony didn't know anything about Dave.
Yep.
But she knew what she was doing, and she was just popping up every couple of days, staying
she wasn't there
all day, taking clothes out bit by bit. Like she was already over there.
I like what y'all are saying. I love it. I was kind of thinking the same thing. It hit me too in a Suzette because I had to be thinking about it just the same way. Because there was a couple I knew who lived like that. But how they would live, Suzette, was the woman lived there. She go do her thing, but she lived there. She lived downstairs, and the guy lives upstairs.
Yep.
And I know a situation right now, and that's what it works. So I know it can work. But she lives there, so it wasn't like she went anywhere else. She lived there and she stayed there. She home and she whatever it is. That's what the couple was, right? Until eventually them separate and whoever buy out the shares of the house and they do what they did. I feel like if Amber had stayed there, I feel like mother, as of now, the only thing I can do is say, all right, you know what? Because if I get hung up on the house and I get hung up on the adultery, I don't get to see the other pieces that are happening. And that's what I started to realize. When I get too hung up on the adultery, because not that I'm saying I like the adultery. No, that's why I'm keep up saying to people, all right, here for people, I already get it. I like the adultery. Put that to the side. No, what else can I see? You know what I mean? And that's when I start to see the other pieces. That's when I start to see the little Dave pieces and see how Dave is kind of similar. How Dave all of a sudden is changing him rules. How Dave is calming her down. Even the other day, what I like with Dave is she started to call some names with Anthony, and Dave said, whoa, let me stop right there. So don't bother with that. You don't need to call him any names, and little things. That's was how I start to be able to look in, so I can see what the value Dave brings to her, what value does Denisha brings to him, and vice versa. And I said, okay, so I see how that works. Okay, so I see how this works. That's what you'll be able to see. Because if you don't do that and you sit down and look into that, you never see the pieces that are in there.
No, you have to look at the little, as as nuggets, as Sharon says, the nuggets. You have to look at that. And that's what I started looking at. And I do pick those up. But it's just that's why with some of the Anthony and Denisha skits, I don't watch, because it's like, okay, I don't want to come across as judgmental. But when I do get a chance to watch them, and when I'm looking at the commentators and everything, I can pick up the little nuggets, and I know what you're talking about, what she's helping him with, and what Dave is helping Amber with, which is going to be like God has a plan. That's what he's wearing. Anthony's wearing his t-shirts again, and some people think God has a plan, and it's Denisha, and it's not Denisha to be his wife. It's Denisha to be part of that plan to help him, as God's plan is part of the plan for Dave to help Amber. Maybe not ideally the way it should be, but they're helping each other.
Because I think Dave is going to teach Amber how to love and value what she had in Anthony, and realize he wasn't that different from Anthony. And I think that could be, I don't know if he doing a movie or whatever, Anthony getting swole.
Oh, so yeah, he's good.
He getting the muscles and stuff now. So I think that it's going to come around. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a good understanding. And but I thank y'all so much, y'all, for tonight. Y'all hung in there with me. Look, he putting the cop shades on, y'all, the Nuck Buck shades.
Oh, it's time to go to bed. It's time
to go to bed. It's after 12 o'clock. But thank y'all. O'Neal got the glasses
too. I love how we just play and bounce off each other. It is hilarious.
Oh my God! Look, I can't find my
too hot.
I got up too.
Too hot.
Mine in the car.
I'm going to have a shades ready next time. But yes, thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I mean, I give my homage to you. Me and O'Neal, we started out with the boxing match. So I was like, O'Neal saying,
"Oh God, I remember that. That was funny."
O'Neal got me messed up. We finna go live, and I mean, it just turned out to be a beautiful friendship.
I said, "Nah, Riri, I love you. Don't worry." O'Neal is.
And it was just a misunderstanding. And with Deontay again, I wouldn't be doing it if Deontay. I had to have him on tonight as I go into it, because I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for him. And he said, "Come out them comments, girl, and go up there and have fun." So I appreciate it. They're one of the best moderators in the land. Angela C, all of them. And
yes,
I just can't wait for what the next year go bring. I'm gonna learn Spanish so I can do the Evelyn's kissing.
Yeah, but can I say something?
We get at 1.9 million views.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I just wanted to thank you, thank you, and I know I've said this to you, but you have other audience here. And I told you this back in December, when my brother passed, and I was looking at you, a rerun of you, not the live. It was like 3-something in the morning. I couldn't sleep, because my brother had passed. And I had been watching you anyway. And I just was there, and I was looking at my phone, and I was like really depressed. And whatever you had on, you made me laugh so much. And I was like, thank you, Lord. I needed that. And I knew that was a confirmation to me. Like, why are you bringing this woman in my life? I don't know who this woman is, but even during that time of grief, when I still going through grief, but during that time, you really helped me. And I just want to thank you publicly, that whoever is on this line to hear this, to really thank you. Because let me tell you, you have a gift. And I told you this. This isn't just happenstance. This is of the Lord. And your gifts and talents are making room for you. And he has a purpose for your life. That's why I told you you're going to blow up. You are going to blow up, Riri. And I just want to thank you. And thank you, gentlemen. And it's a pleasure that I'm Deontay and O'Neal to be amongst you. I mean, when I'm like, oh my God, I'm in awe. I mean, but I just say
It'll be
I
all
thank
right.
you all.
I have one question though,
Mm-hmm.
O'Neal, because
Yes.
you've been in this like the longest out of all of us. When you go out in public, do people recognize you? I've never asked you this, but do people recognize you and stop you and is it a thing? And I'm gonna tell you why, because I've had some experiences. It's just interesting,
In
but
public. Well,
yeah,
California is very, very big. So you have to remember that California is not as like, maybe if I was in Georgia, maybe people would, I think most of my fans are like that side more than they are from the California side. So I'd probably have that more than anything else. Um, so not too much, I guess, because there's California just big. California with stars. I mean, come on, no, you can go outside your world and see like I don't know, Adam Sandler. You probably can go inside and it's like somebody. Come on, you're some other celebrity. So California is like celebrity central. So nobody's like everybody's a star here basically. Almost
wow.
remind me of Jamaica. We're in Jamaica. Everybody's a star. If that makes sense. Like everybody is a singer and a player, and everybody can do all of that kind of stuff. But mhm.
My wife had to remind me. She said, "Listen, whether you realize it or not, you have a little bit of fame with you." And I was like,
Mhm.
"Stop it! It's not that big of a deal. It's not. I don't think." And so it hit me because we went to Florida about a
Mhm.
month ago, and my wife and I and my 5-year-old we went to a restaurant to have breakfast. And I left the restaurant and went back to the resort, and I got this message and said, "Deontay, you're in Florida." And it was a fan. And it was like you were sitting in XX restaurant, XX time of day, and I saw you, and
Yeah,
I really wanted to say hi, but I didn't. I was like, so now it's like I gotta be mindful because people
that's where
might know
most of
me
the
from
fans are.
in Florida, the Georgia area, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Even in
in that
Maryland,
side.
I was in the
Hmm.
gym. I was in the gym and I was on a treadmill and the guy was like 2 treadmills over and he was like, "Deontay?" And I was like, it didn't register. I'm like, now maybe he know me from a kid or
Yeah.
something. He was like, "Deontay?" I said, "Yeah." And I was getting ready to say, "Do I know you?" He was like, "Deontay the View, Country Wayne. I know exactly who you are." I was like,
Hmm.
I didn't know if he was an Amber fan.
Like,
Or some
oh,
of the
wait a minute.
fans. I'm not sure.
so, so,
I
so I
think it's
walked.
there.
So I
Yeah.
walk with that because, like, the Amber fans or something. So I'm always kind of like on guard in public because I don't know what I'm gonna run into.
Mm.
It's
What it
it's a
might say.
beautiful thing, but
You don't know what you're gonna get into.
you don't know what you're
O'Neal
gonna get.
cool with it. I mean, it is what it
I,
is.
I
Like
gotta I gotta walk with the 9mm everywhere I go, man. I'm trying to tell you.
everywhere. Maybe I'm all right with it because maybe like before all of this, at some point O'Neal was like a whole musician and did a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like they don't bother. Right now for me, it's just the work. It's just coming on and giving educational topics and talking about skits for me. That's what it is.
Deontay L. Nick said, Deontay, they thought they had to drop on you.
They're following him.
I
Deontay,
know. It's just
you better start wearing them shades.
You better wear the shits.
Knock
I'm
it,
I'm
knock
I'm
it.
very
Okay, y'all.
observant too, so I'm like,
Thank y'all all so much all weekend. To the other moderators, to the other
Hmm.
people who have asked to come up. We gonna do something
Hmm.
together this weekend. Black folks, when we have birthdays and anniversaries, we go at least 3 days. So we go
Hmm.
keep this thing going to the end of August. And I just thank you all. Love y'all. I will be playing some of my old favorites that made me laugh at myself. So, and for those of you who are new to the channel, I will be playing some of those, and hopefully Super Bam won't get me for playing myself. But I or better known as Super Am Bam.
you know what? You know what? You know what? That's
You
that's
Let
never
me
my
stop.
know.
cue.
Let me
That's my
stop.
cue.
Let me stop.
That's my cue.
That's
All
my
right, I
cue.
love y'all. Y'all have a
We
blessed
we
night.
we
More to
we did
come.
good all live, and you wait to the
That's
very end to act. You know what? That's my. I'm getting up off here. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Jesus' name, I'm out.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Love y'all.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.